All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here, or 26 stream here on Twitch on NextJGGen24. And today, as you may have noticed, with all the green, it's St. Patrick's Day. Hi, Binora. Now, I'm not really sure if that's even Irish. I know, like, one phrase in Irish, and honestly, I should not be saying it because it is inappropriate, but um, that's just one thing I learned while I was in Ireland. What was it, 2 years ago? Whenever I went to London. Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago when I went to London, and after London, we flew to Ireland, and we went on a tour of Guinness. So that was fun, although I'm not a Guinness fan. It's just a little strong for my liking, but still it was cool to brew my own Guinness. So that was pretty cool. But we're not talking about Ireland or St. Patrick's Day. What we are talking about is the St. Patrick's Day program. As you can see in the center of your screen here, we have a St. Patrick's Day program. So let's go check that out over here. No, don't worry about that. If you were busy, you were busy. That's life. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Not gonna hold it against you at all, SP Champ. I'd like to see what's the St. Patrick's Day program or players. It looks like you have a chance at 90 overall Mike Trout. So our first 90 overall that we can earn through a program. There's also Adam Dunn, Kyle Finnegan, Wade Boggs, James McCann, Whitey Ford, and Ryan O'Hearn for the St. Patrick's Day pack. You could also earn them through playing these. And at the end of it, you can earn a 89 overall Alfonso Soriano for second base with a secondary position in left field. So what do we got to do? We need to get 30 hits with gold players, 15 extra base hits, 5 stolen bases, 15 innings, and 15 strikeouts. That's what we need to do. Looks like we also need some parallel XP as well. We need 3,000 parallel XP with Orioles, Tigers, and athletics and or Astros players. And then we also need 3,000 parallel XP with Mets and or Giants players. A bonus 300 parallel XP with Hunter and Riley Green. But with the severe able to meet halfway to drop off. Okay, that's fine. Dude, you don't have to explain. If you got busy, you got busy. That's okay. I'm not holding anything against you. I'm not gonna do that. So it looks like we got our work cut out for us. It does mean that there won't be too much grinding of the world base. Well, maybe. I mean, there are some players that are gold that are part of the World Baseball Classic. I just wonder if I even have anything of the Greens, Hunter O'Reilly Green. So let's go check. Okay, there you go. What's up, Poopin? How are ya? I'm all right. So Riley Green, I know, is a Tiger. Do I even have him? I do not have him. Is there any flashback version of him? That's Curtis Granderson, Justin Verlander, Tarek Skubal, Hal Newhouser, Hank Greenberg, Kyle Finnegan, George Kell. So no. Okay, so really it's only it's only the live series Riley Green that's available. And obviously I do not have Hunter Green. because he already would be starting for me, and that's the only version. So not gonna get the greens. Those are bonus anyway, so it is what it is. And we're gonna have to build a new squad here. So we'll name this St. Patty's Day Program Grind. Oh, okay. All right, we'll do that. St. Patty. All right, so we need a bunch of golds, but we also need Athletics, Astros. Oh, God. I really should have written this stuff down. We need a bunch of gold players, too. So gold players are going to be important here. All right. So we need Orioles, Tigers, Athletics, and Astros, as well as Mets and Giants. I don't know how I'm going to remember that, so I am just going to take my camera and take a picture so that I remember. Very good. Okay, let's get back. Now, I'm not sure if I have any. Well, maybe that's where the team affinity guys come in. I mean, if I do the 2 moments for each team affinity, I can at least get 1 gold for the program. So I might just do that just so that we could get started here. All right. So we need. Am I frozen? Okay. Seems like it's a little glitchy here. This is not good because I can't even move forward 1 without doing that. So, okay. So I could get a Mike Messina card. Oh, really? Oh, well, thank you for telling me that because I'm glad I didn't waste my time. But it is slow. MLB The Show 26 is very slow here. Okay, then, of course. Wow. Only what? 3 days? 3 days streaming into Diamond Dynasty, and already I've been kicked out of Diamond Dynasty? Wow. Yeah, so it's overwhelming the servers, so which they can't handle. So I might be stuck here if I can't get back online. Oh, nope, there we go. We got back. We're back. All right. So, yeah, we could keep Glendening in there. We could keep Jackson Merrill. We're going to want Aaron Judge. Jay Langolier is going to play catcher, first base. I mean, we have a ton of guys here. We'll go Altuve, shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. I guess we could stay with Nettles, although I'm not too happy about it. Um, let's go Stargell. And then Stanton, because he was doing really well for me uh, there. And now we need the gold pitchers, so we're going to need Skeens. We're going to need Keller. We're going to need Cole. We're going to need Hernandez. And we're going to need King. And we got a bunch of golds here. So. Oh, you know the other thing I forgot to do? I got this pack for logging on, so let's see. Nothing. Never mind. False hope. Rowdy Tellez right there. All the new ones are the free agents. The duplicate is the live series card on a team. Actually, I did want to adjust this lineup here. I thought Jackson Merrill was much quicker. 74 speed, yeah. So I'd rather have him lead off. Louis Stargell. Actually, maybe we put Nettles ahead of Altuve there. All right, I think we're good. So this is how I plan on doing this. We're just going to play a play versus CPU game. That's how we're going to do this. And obviously, we're going up against the Colorado Rockies. Well, actually, no, because then I only get 8 innings if I'm the home team. I need to be the away team. I mean, we could do Paul Skeens for this. Might as well. So, all right. St. Patrick's Day program. Here we go. Kicking it off. It's going to take a lot, though. I'm going to forewarn you. I mean, we're talking about 30 hits, 15 extra base hits, 15 innings, 15 strikeouts. Oh, I never adjusted my uniforms. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Did they say when they're going to release the World Baseball Classic Finals program? Did they say that? Because it was supposed to be released today. I just don't know if they're waiting till after the final between the U.S. and Venezuela, or yeah. I know it's supposed to be today. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like before the game or after. That's what I'm wondering, Lupin. It's gonna suck if it comes out after midnight. I mean, obviously, I knew it was now unless they released it at the start of today. I doubted that I was gonna get around to grinding it after the game. Okay, yeah, I figured as much. Oh, come on, Stan, you got to get on your high horse here. Come on, woo! All right, there's the first double and the first base hit with gold players. I don't think the dive was really necessary there. But what do I know? Sneaky. Right, I know, I know. I figured as much. There's going to be a lot of World Baseball Classic content to grind even after today, so I I mean, I think so. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. I get what you're asking, but at the same time, I really don't understand why they wouldn't count it. Strike three, sit down. Okay. What I wanted to do was throw over the first. Okay, so that's your answer, Hoopin. Strike three, sit down. I also could have just done like three conquest games and gotten this. Well, I would have gotten the innings done. I don't know about the strikeouts. Strike three, sit down. And Willie Stargell blasting this to left center field. So make that two extra base hits and two base hits, as well as a run if that's what they were going for. I really have no idea, to be honest. I'm just gonna play and we'll see what happens. After all, 30 hits is a lot. You're still working on the moments for the World Baseball Classic programs? Yeah, I kind of realized afterwards, after the stream yesterday, that there were probably moments that I should be doing. Um, so yeah, I could do those to help me make even more progress. Just kind of forgot about them until after the stream last night. But I'm not doing any World Baseball Classic stuff until I'm done with the St. Patrick's Day program. So that the World Baseball Classic stuff, that's just not going to happen until after St. Patrick's Day. Just because it's timely. Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Keep going, Paul Skeens. Would have liked the strikeout there, but let's be honest, the 15 strikeouts, that's not the biggest issue to me. You got the game for free? How'd you get the game for free? You're having a KFC because it's $10 Tuesday? What do you get for $10 at KFC? There we go. Nice base hit there by Tulowitzki. Anything you want for $10? Oh, well, that was nice of Woogie. That was nice of him to give it to you. Come on, get over that wall. Let's go, Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, that's $75 that you just saved right there that now you could put towards something else. Could be another video game that you may want. Could be a bill. So that's $75 right there for you. What's up, Bubbles? How are you?
Outside, that's a ball.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Hope you like my t-shirt. Did you turn off notifications by accident? Strike 3, sit down. Oh, well, that's nice. That's weird. Are you like 8 hours ahead of me? Ahead of Eastern Standard Time? Strike 3, sit down? Because I know you said that sometimes you stay in my streams and they go past midnight for you. And I know you're in Eastern Europe. At least that's what you've said. Okay. So my streams normally start at 3 p.m. Eastern, which means it starts 11 p.m. Your time, whatever that may be. All right, I think that's the best way you're going to remember it. If you can't really, well, yeah, I know because we have daylight saving time, so, and the rest of the world doesn't observe that. We do, and even some parts of the U.S. don't observe daylight saving time, like most of Arizona and Hawaii. They don't observe daylight saving time. Just a little fun fact about daylight saving time. I mean, if it were up to me personally, I'd keep daylight saving time permanent. But that is just my opinion. I know they've tried numerous times in the U.S. government to pass a bill that would make daylight saving time, permanent, but unfortunately, it never picks up enough steam to be able to work. Even though it's bipartisan, it's actually a very bipartisan issue. Like both Republicans and Democrats have come out in support of daylight saving time being permanent. But it just never gets enough steam. It's hard to pass a bill in the U.S. Congress. It's very difficult. What an extra base hit by Jackson Merrill there. No, but then we have nothing to look forward to in March other than opening day. I mean, think about it. April, we have Easter, usually. I mean, I think it's very rare that Easter is in March, but I've always known it to be in April. Because usually it's 6 weeks after the start of Ash Wednesday. That's how I best remember it. Or it's 6.5 weeks, I should say. Why is your month of April going to be crazy? Aaron Judge with the home run. Oh, birthdays? So you have a bunch of birthdays? Yeah, it's for me. It's going to be crazy too, because not only is my sister's birthday in in April, but that's the expected month for my son, for my sister, my other sister's first son. She's due in he's due in April. I don't know when, but so I'm about to welcome another nephew to the world. Only this one I'm gonna probably see a lot more of because they're a lot closer to me than my other sister is. I'd like to see my first nephew, strike three, sit down. I'd like to, but they live up in Vermont, and I just don't have the time of day to be able to go up there and visit them.
Ball, that's low.
And believe me, I don't expect them to be coming down during this first year. If they're much like my cousin and his wife, if they're like that, I don't think they're gonna bring my nephew anywhere. So I have to go up and visit them if I want to meet Bowden for the first time. Strike three, sit down. Not that that's an issue, because in June I was actually thinking about taking last week of June, first week of July. I was thinking about taking off from work so that I could go to Toronto and I could go watch my Mets play the Blue Jays. That's going to happen end of June, beginning of July. So I was going to take off. And I figured that if I could take off, then why don't it makes the trip longer, like adding an extra 4 hours to the trip, um but I would go up to Vermont, and then from there I just head up towards Montreal. But before I get to Montreal, I gotta head west and head towards Toronto. So that's my plan anyway. As the saying goes, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So last year you had to work. Oh, that I always take off for my birthday. I took off for this year, and I went go-kart racing with my brother-in-law. So that was fun. Never have a bad time going go-kart racing. Although he beat me both times, but I got quicker. I got quicker the second time. Oh no, wait, he was quicker than me. Well, he was quicker both times, but he was even quicker the second time. Anyway, anyway. I don't either. There are so many people who are just faster than me because well, first of all, the carts, I'm too big for the carts. Okay, they do not keep it. They do not make those carts with very tall people. Well, I wouldn't say I'm tall. I'm only 5'8", but apparently they don't. Anyone above like five 5'5" or 5'6" is probably not sitting in that go-kart comfortably. So I usually have to bend my knee, my left knee, and that's where the brake pedal is. So I try to not push the brake pedal, but it's so uncomfortable. You're 6'4". Well, you better find a go-kart that can fit you, because the go-karts by me couldn't even fit me, and I'm 5'8". So you got pretty good inches on me. I'm not saying that's why I was slow, but I'm just saying that I was not comfortable riding in that go-kart.
Nope, inside, ball two.
Strike three, sit down. What have you like requested to take off for your birthday,
Nope.
or do you just not want to?
Hey.
Strike three, sit down. There we go. We're three strikeouts away from getting.
Hey.
You requested it, but they rejected it. That's BS.
Ball one.
I'm sorry.
Plate, ball two.
Oh man. Oh, Paul. Paul giving up the home run. Oh, unfortunately, there's no complete game shutout for
Nope, that's
Paul
it.
Skeens. He's not finishing out the game, so. Strike three, sit down. Don't worry about it, Paul. You're still gonna get the win, but just not gonna get the complete game. Yes, 30 hits, 15 extra base hits. I mean, it's a lot. I have 15 hits right now, and I can tell you not all of those are extra base hits. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to do this program, do a 9 inning play versus CPU game, because that's probably your best bet. Play at Coors Field. Don't play at home, but play at Coors Field and try and get as many stats as you can. That's my best advice. Well, we want that. You want that Soriano? You're going to have to earn it. It's a good way to hold you over until you get Cattell Marte. Oh, now Skeens isn't even getting strikeouts anymore. This is not good. That home run must have rattled him. Strike 3, sit down. You and a lot of people, because those guys are gonna see the ball from the opposite side of the plate to where the pitcher is throwing, so you could see the ball better. That's a lot of people even do switch try to build switch hitter lineups. So you're not alone. I mean, keep doing it because clearly it's working for you, but you're not alone. A lot of people try to do switch hitter lineups. I don't because I personally like to go with players that I know will hit well for me. And not every batter is going to hit well for me. You know, like Chipper Jones doesn't hit well for me. He's a switch hitter, but he doesn't hit well for me.
Ball one. Ball two.
Ah, yeah, I never hit. I don't know why. 3 years ago, I was able to hit well with Robbie Glendinning, but all of a sudden now I don't hit very well with him. Maybe it's just that, 3 years ago, I think Glendinning was a diamond. Now he's a gold, so he's probably been nerfed, which is sad, but I think we're going to throw in Garrett Cole. Oh, huh. I would have thought that that would have triggered a trophy. Did you see that Garrett Cole pitched his first inning or got back on the mound for the Yankees? So he's close to a return.
Ball. That pitch is out. Ah.
I mean, that rotation that the Yankees have has the potential to be a solid rotation. It's just, can they stay healthy? They can't stay healthy, it's not going to do them any good. Strike 3, sit down. But spring training, Hoopin. It's spring training. Who really? Dodgers kind of have their foot off the gas pedal, and this is the right time to do it. Obviously their prospects want to prove something, but you don't want to push Shohei Ohtani or Kyle Tucker or Edwin Diaz or Yamamoto or Sasaki. Nice, Altuve. So, I mean, I didn't see it, but if I were you, I would not be worried about it. The Mets lost to the Nationals yesterday in their spring training game, and I'm not worried about it. I mean, what I am worried about is that Peterson didn't look really that good. In fact, I think he gave up 4 runs. So it didn't look good, at least from that perspective. But, we'll see what happens with Peterson. I think Mania hasn't really looked that well either. I have to look at his stats, but he hasn't looked well either.
Ball.
Well, I think the Dodgers might have to move on from Trenton if he's not going to be good. You need someone to get you to Diaz. That's what you guys need. And if it's not Trenton, then I think you need to look elsewhere. Here's the sad thing. Relief pitchers are a dime a dozen. You could literally pick anyone up to be a reliever, any pitcher, strike 3, sit down, and it would be fine as long as they work. If they don't work, then, back to the unemployment line or back to AAA to try and prove that you've got something, strike 3, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. You heard DFA for Trenton? You could waive and then DFA him. Because I think Trenton is over 30 years old, so actually he could outright refuse being designated for an assignment. So he could refuse that. And the Dodgers, at that point, I think they would have to release him. Ooh, that is brutal. I can't. 40 speed is too slow. Yeah, that's the thing that's probably going to get the Dodgers in trouble. You guys added Diaz, but who's going to get you to Diaz? It's like, I think many years ago, Bruce Star Gratterall, okay. Don't you guys also have Tanner Scott? Or does he still stink? Because I think there were some complaints last year that he was blowing games. Well, at least you have a lefty. Yeah, so team control right there. with arbitration, most likely. Rock Stewart, uh, I kind of felt like he fell off a cliff after his run with the Twins.
Nope, that's foul. That's a ball.
Right. So there we go. We're back to making sure people are healthy. That's why I wouldn't push anyone during spring training except for the guys that want to make that impression. I mean, take a look at the Mets, for example. They have they have a guy in Christian Pache who is tearing the cover off the baseball right now in spring training. Like, I I'll be totally honest, I was not expecting him to be in consideration as a fourth outfielder or a fifth fourth. Although no, that's probably going to go to Tyrone Taylor. But still, like the fact that Christian Pache is playing this well in spring training, pretty darn good. That's like impressive.
Hey!
Really? Because right now I can only tell you that three of the starting pitchers or three of the spots in the rotation are solidified. Freddie Peralta, Nolan McLean, and David Peterson only because he's our best lefty. And even then, with what I saw last night, I'm like, I want to see them get to the playoffs. Get back there. Don't waste another year of Juan Soto.
Ball one.
You know, I want to see the Mets back in the playoffs. I want to see this pitching solidify itself. And I want to see what David Stearns has put together in terms of hitting. You know, there was a lot of focus on guys who are not necessarily going to hit for power. This is going to be more putting the ball in play. But they can hit home runs from time to time. And they're going to be in a more hitter friendly ballpark than what they've probably been in. So that might factor in. So there we go. We get the bat and we get the St. Patrick's Day or the show pack. I mean, I'm going. I see. Okay, so it's not a choice. It's more of a you have a chance at getting those packs. Got it. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to do? We need to get 8 more hits with gold players. We need to get 2 more extra base hits. We need to swipe some bases, so Jackson Merrill is probably going to do that. And then I think it also, yeah, it's stolen bases. We need stolen bases. Shea Langolier and Jackson Merrill, those are my guys. So that's it. That's the reward. A bat skin. A treasure map bat skin.
Ball.
Over his head. Over his head. Darn it. Reggie Jackson. Yeah, he was Mr. October. He'd be a good one to add back. I don't know why they took him out, but whatever. He's out. Oh no, he's safe. Wow. Giancarlo Stanton. You may have to hop out and then hop back in because everyone's on the server. So, and this is exactly what happened to me. I had at the beginning, I got kicked out of Diamond Dynasty, and it was preceded by the menu, scrolling through the menu so slowly that I got kicked, and then I got kicked.
Ball. That's off the plate.
Dang, I'm already an hour into this stream.
Got him. Ball one. Aye.
Well, I don't need strikeouts, so that's why I'm not like begging for strikeouts here because I don't need them. I already got them. What I'm trying to get is hits, extra base hits, and
Aye.
stolen bases and innings pitched, which will take about 2 conquest games. Strike 3, sit down. I can't get Greg Nettles off of my team soon enough. He stinks. Nice, Altuve. But you better get there. Sorry, Merrill. I'd like you to get that extra base hit, but I need the stolen bases. Let's go. And another stolen base. So that's already two. That's why I wanted Jackson Merrill on base. Got two from me right there. I think this is was that Tyler Rogers? Because I think I recognized the swing or the windup rather.
Aye. Ball, that's out. Boom, that got him.
Wow. At least I don't have to worry about Santander stealing.
Ball, that's out.
Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Oh, that's another guy, Andres Jimenez. I got him. I
Aye.
think he's a gold card, so I should be able. Hold on. Oh no, he's a silver. Never mind. Strike three, sit down. Giancarlo Stanton with the home run. And Judge is going deep as well, so Miller's going to close this one out. It's Miller time. Do I have... Oh, I'm one short. one hit short. So if I could get one more hit, then I'll have that mission done. Nope. I knew it was going to be tough for Stargell. Maybe Langolier can do it. If he could get on base, then I'll swipe bags with him. There we go. May not have a good steal rating, but he's the guy that has the most speed on this team. So
That's out.
let's go. 4 stolen bases in this game. We need one more. Hey.
That's out. Nope. That's inside. Aye.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's outside. No. Inside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hey.
Strike 3, sit down. All right. Great job, guys. Took down the Toronto Blue Jays, got the base hits, got the extra base hits, no doubt. So all we're just missing is the all we're missing is the stolen bases. Oh, look at that. We got Trevor Hoffman, we got Clay Holmes, we got the uniforms from the Padres, the Yankees alternative icon, and 2 MLB The Show or St. Patrick's Day packs? Well, let's see what we got. Nice. We got St. Patrick's Day. All right, so we got James McCann, Whitey Ford, or Ryan O'Hearn. A lefty pitcher would be good to have in my lineup. So I think I'm gonna take Whitey. See what we get out of the show pack. Nothing. Costa again. I had like multiple of those Acosta cards that I sold last night. Oh, I thought I had a duplicate. Uh, oh no, it was a White Sox player that I was thinking of. Yeah, this guy. And I know I had a Padres duplicate as well. It's a good thing I sold my Acostas when I did, because he's gone down seriously in price. No matter how small they are, it's always good to sell your duplicates because they can get you some stubs. I guess we could play on veteran. Doesn't hurt. All right, so once again, if Langolier and or Merrill get on base, I'm swiping the bag with them. Yes. All right, Merrill, just be on first. And there's the stolen base. So that's all we need. Mm.
Ball.
Wearing him down. Wear him down. He loses velocity the longer that he has to pitch. And see, as soon as I say that, that's when the Cubs bring in Hunter Harvey.
Ball.
So they knew. They absolutely knew.
Ball.
Ow. Aaron Judge swinging or missing a 12-6 curve. And Stargell is going to ground into a double play. Thank you, Stargell. I had Jackson Merrill. I had the bases loaded. And probably the two best hitters that I have in this lineup couldn't come through.
He's out.
Oh boy. Yep, Pete Crow Armstrong. What else is new?
Wood. No, that's down. Ball. That missed. That's a ball.
Strike three, sit down. Phew. Freaking Bregman not making it easy there. Oh, thank goodness he missed that. Unfortunately, now we're getting into the portion of the lineup that stinks.
No, that's
Oh,
inside.
I could try. I'll try, but I'm keeping my expectations low because you gotta look at that average right there and tell me and explain to me how Glendening is actually a solid outfielder or a solid batter, I should say. It has nothing to do with his fielding abilities. It's more about his batting abilities. And I strike out with him. Great.
Ball high.
Altuve, you better have that buzzer on you. You did not. I'm sorry. I would have liked to have kept King in there, but he was tired. I could see that. On rookie, I wouldn't care as much, but this is on veterans, so I have to be a little bit more
That's
careful,
a ball.
especially in a game that's as close as this one is. Strike three, sit down.
Nope. Ball.
Nice. How you liking Seaver and Piazza?
Ball.
Meh. Well, it is only their 95 overalls. I'm sure they'll have better cards. Strike three, sit down.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Ooh, okay. It works for me. Phil Maton. All right, I'll take the base hit. At least it's something.
Ball.
Of course. Yep. All right. Another chance here, Stargell. And you blew it again! Oh my god! Greg Nettles, Willie Stargell. Can I have like one decent gold? And that's gone, so that's game. Nice. How do I not get Soriano? I I need to see this. How do I not get Soriano? I'm missing something. Oh, right. Because I didn't get one inning. I that inning didn't count with the gold player, so that's why. All right, let's see. Got the base round again. I want to go O'Hearn, but I have enough Pirates as it is. I think I got to go McCann here. Okay. Uh, actually, now that I think about it, I don't even need to do this. I don't need to play with a lineup full of gold players. All the stats are done except for getting an inning pitched with a gold pitcher. And then I'll have Soriano after that. Oh, well. It sounds like something I'm going to have to grind tomorrow, the program. Hey, boy, Merrill. Man, I was actually worried there. I thought that was gonna end up being caught. I figured that it was deep enough that if it were caught, that I would be able to get back to second base, no problem. But still, that was a lot closer than it should have been.
Ball.
Why did I chase that? Come on, that wasn't even in the zone. Spike Judge's big size doesn't have the wingspan to be able to get that.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, sure. Now you want to hit, Stargell. Now you want to. Stargell, I would give you a sign,
Ball.
but
That's up.
that would be inappropriate for me to share on stream. So instead, I'll give you an Irish phrase that I was talking about earlier. Pugmathoin. Pugmathoin, Stargell. Thank you, Robbie.
That's a ball. Hee-haw!
Strike three, sit down. 3 outs, King. That's all I need from you. And then we can, if you give up a run, I can go to my diamond pitchers.
That's in. Ball.
Strike three, sit down. Oh, man. Altuve's out. Dang, they got to that a lot quicker. That or Altuve is much slower than I thought he was. I mean, 50 speed should still leg out a double. It is, but that was Pete Crow Armstrong who threw that, so not so surprising. Able to get to it quick, able to throw it hard, get it to the second baseman. I shouldn't have been surprised.
Ball, that's in. No, that's in.
Here we go. This is where it starts. Seiya Suzuki has 72 speed? Holy sh... Where'd that speed come from?
Yeah!
Strike 3, sit down. All right. Yeah, now he wants to hit. I would have liked him to hit in the last game so that I didn't have to do this again. Oh, you're talking about Nolan? Well, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of surprised that Italy didn't move on. I guess Venezuela was much better. But the last time the U.S. and Venezuela met up, I believe there was a military operation, and the U.S. took down the Venezuelan leader. So I feel like right now the U.S. has won over the Venezuela.
Yeehaw!
But let's see what can happen in tonight's game. I don't think Nolan has seen some of the guys on Venezuela yet. Strike three, sit down. So it'll be interesting to see how he pitches. There we go. Got the win finally. Should have had it in the last game, but apparently. Oh, Ronald. Okay, then. Well, did the Mets? Did the Mets go up against Ronald Acuna Jr. after they called up? Uh, After they called up Nolan? I don't know. I don't recall them doing that. Ugh. And there we go. There's Soriano. Ooh, it looks like we got a World Baseball Classic pack too. Nice. I'm sure that's a gold pack, but hey. There's the hidden reward, a show pack. What else is there? Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. So this needs to be 5. And we'll add 2 here. Add one. Let's add one more just to be on the safe side with that. All right. We got everything, right? Yep. Okay, so Conquest tutorial maps are done. And we got Soriano, so we're done with that. Byron Buxton. Okay. I'll take a Byron Buxton. There's Nick Castellanos. I see him. He's a duplicate. Nothing out of those packs. That stinks. All right, let me just sell this Castellanos card. There, someone already bought it. Wow. Okay. Alrighty, so there we go. The St. Patrick's Day program is done. As you can see here, we got Soriano. So now he's going to be my second baseman. And we're also going to add James McCarthy and Whitey Ford to our lineup as well. And Soriano. Oh, wait, we can't. Well, Soriano we can put in left field. Can put him in left field. Or Paul Skeens. Yeah, I added a few more golds here. Just going to have to take out Mason Miller. So do I put in Clay Holmes or do I put in Trevor Hoffman? Oof. Well, replace a Padre with a Padre. Why not? So Soriano is going to end up being leadoff for me. Oh, wait. That's Gleyber Torres. Never mind. No shortage of Yankees in here. How ironic. You know? I thought for sure I'd have a lot more Mets in here. But I have Soriano, I have Judge, and I have Stanton. Greg Nettles is still in there. He shouldn't be, but he is. So I'm just going to have to get a better third baseman. All right, well, I think it's time to go back to World Baseball Classic uh, program or the Conquest map there, since that's what I was last working on. Hold on, let me change my title here. WBC content. Give it a few minutes to update here. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Go do whatever you need to do. So overall, rotation is pretty much set. I mean, I've got all diamonds now in my rotation.
Foul ball.
Dang, that was a foul ball by how much? Oh, they're not going to let me read. All good? All right, sounds good.
That's a ball.
Should I send Soriano? Yeah. Food order? Oh, okay. So your dad took your car to go pick up some food for you. Gotcha.
Got him.
Aaron Judge with the deep drive to left center field, right center field, I should say, into the bullpen and out of here. Oh, is this your grandfather? I'm sorry. I only read the pop part. I should have read the rest of it. Sorry, my eyes just not paying attention.
No, that's foul.
Oof, good pitch.
Aye.
Well, I could have read it better. But then again, I was trying to pay attention to the game.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You listen. I'm all for people messaging me anytime that I'm streaming. It makes the stream go by a lot quicker. So I'm constantly playing, and I'm constantly having to like either talk about the game or say nice play, and it's better to have people come in and message and say, "Hey, how are you?" Distract me for a little bit than it is for me to just sit here and tell these players that one aren't real and two can't even hear me. Tell them, hey, nice play, nice hit, nice run, all that kind of stuff. What's up, Mets? How am I liking 26? Seems a little bit laggy today since a lot more people are coming on, but I've enjoyed it so far. Enjoyed the content. I mean, there's so much content to grind here. I just got done with the St. Patrick's Day program, and now I'm on the and now I'm back to the World Baseball Classic program or content. Okay. Nice, Stanton. Unfortunately, with 5 speed, I'm not advancing him the second. But hey, base hit right there. YFK streams. Nice. So you only have to wait like another 2.5 weeks, it sounds like. Is that good? Or at least good for the Colts? Oh, okay. Did you all see that Justin Fields got traded to Kansas City? Oh yeah, obviously, because he's in a way better situation now. Well, I mean, they still are without. They're still without Patrick Mahomes, so Justin Fields may have a shot here, but he has to know we got a pick out of him, just a pick. Yeah, but not till December. Oh, he's back next year. You're talking about 20, like, so they're not going to bring him in December if they have a shot at the playoffs? I did see Waddle getting traded. The Dolphins are in complete rebuild. I think they're thinking ahead um to the 2027 draft. That's a more QB rich class there. Well, if you think about it, the Broncos were one win away from the Super Bowl, so adding another target for Bo Nix to get the ball to, I mean, that's all you can ask for, right? Yeah, but see, wide receivers are a dime a dozen. Or, I mean, picks are, sure, it's a lot of picks, but Jalen Waddle is pretty good. So, and now with Denver, he may be even better. After all, a solid QB like Bo Nix, no more having to see if the line can protect Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, he could have gone to a lot worse places. And like I said, the Dolphins are clearly trying to rebuild. I guess we'll see. Either way, a 1-2 combo with those two for Bo Nix, I think that's pretty dangerous. That's a dangerous wide receiving core. Dare I say it compares to Brandon Marshall and Eric Decker when they were on the Jets in 2015, and that duo set a record for receiving touchdowns. They set a record, and that was with Ryan Fitzpatrick, mind you. Imagine if they had a better QB. So that's what I would say. The Dolphins, well, it seems like they want to be even worse than the Jets this year. Excuse me. I don't know. I think we've seen the best out of Geno Smith in Seattle, and the Jets are just trying to run it back. And I really don't. I really don't think the Jets are going to be good. Like, what's different for Geno Smith this time than it was the last time? Other than the fact that he's not going to get his jaw broken Did he get Oakland or Las Vegas any wins last year?
Aye.
Didn't they bench him?
Aye.
And now they tanked and they gave him
Take that.
they gave up on him for Carlos Mendoza or Fernando Mendoza, excuse me. I'm getting my sports mixed up. So what so again, I ask,
Did he go?
what can the Jets get out of Geno Smith that they're not going to get that the Raiders couldn't get out of him? I'm just asking. Go and sign Joe Flacco? Yeah, because the first time wasn't so good. But we're expecting magic for the second go around.
Aye. Safe. Aye. Two.
Strike three, sit down. Simple. The Jets were rebuilding, and Moogie and Glenn didn't want Gardner. They clearly thought that he didn't fit their system. So, okay, he doesn't fit the system. You still had nobody on that team make an interception. Nobody. That is the first time that has happened in MLB, in NFL history. A team has gone an entire season without making an interception, and Moogie's idea was, let's trade Sauce Gardner. So you know what, Moogie? Build your team how you want to. Go ahead. This is your team now. You got the draft picks. You've got all the roster control. You got your head coach. Go ahead and build your team. Well, we got him for a first round draft pick this year. At least it's a mid round draft pick. So now the ball is now all these decisions. This is all on Moogie and Glenn. All on them. So if the Jets don't do well, then clearly this GM coach combo isn't working. Because 3 wins is not a good start. And Glenn is already on the hot seat. So if he doesn't get to 5 wins this year, I say the Jets fire him. Don't even give him a second chance. You're getting a freebie because you got me all riled up. I got Whitey Ford and James McCann from my packs. No, that was not the Jets. No, that was the Colts. Oh, you're saying okay. I see what you're saying. Sorry. Kind of feels like we did though. They signed Daniel Jones to a what was it? A 4-year, $88 million deal that could go as high as $100 million, or was it 2 years? 2 years, $88 million, and it could be up to. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's only $22 million a year. I mean, after all, we gave money to Justin Fields, and now we have Geno Smith back. Yeah, for a pick. That happened over the weekend. Strike three, sit down.
Aye.
That's okay. That's okay. Strike three, sit down. Wow, they would seriously have Shohei Ohtani bat fourth behind Freddie Freeman?
Aye.
Strike three, sit down. Wow. I'm really surprised by that.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Aaron Judge with the deep fly to center field, dead center. 444 feet. Yep. Should be a good one. That's Paul Skeens versus Freddie Peralta. So it's going to be a good pitching matchup. Not to mention the new look Mets, too. Bo, Semien, Polanco, Luis Robert Jr., still got Lindor, still got Alvarez, still got Soto, Devin Williams, and Luke Weaver. Hey, that's the guy who won it for the USA in the Olympics. Why not? I'm not opposed to that. I mean, Jack Hughes, he's a Devils player who I root for. So if that's what they think brings them luck tonight. Oh, they're not. Wait, do they not have Ohtani DHing because he's a pitcher? Wow.
Aye.
Nice.
Aye. Ball.
Yeah, if I can get to the gym early, then I should be able to watch it. Just depends on what my dad plans on doing for dinner.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down. Greg Nettles. Wow. Greg. Greg. Greg or Craig? No, it's Greg. Nope. I mean, they're like a second team to me because I was at the radio station that broadcasted their games. But I wouldn't say I'm like a rah rah fan of theirs. Just more of like I worked at the station where they were broadcasted, so that's my only association with them. Otherwise, I'm a Devils fan. I used to go to Devils games all the time in the mid 2000s, and even when Prudential Center first opened up, because my dad had a friend who worked on the lighting for the Prudential Center, so he got a lot of tickets, or he got tickets to games, and he gave them to my dad. So my dad and I just went to the games. But I grew up watching Martin Brodeur, John Madden, or Joe. Was it John or Joe Madden? Yeah, I think it might have been John Madden because it was like I was like when I was younger, I thought, wait a minute, isn't that the guy who does the NFL broadcast? And then someone pointed out to me that no, this is a different John Madden. So Scott Niedermeyer, I grew up watching. Patrick Eliash, uh, Ilya Kovalchuk when the Devils made their last run at the World Cup, or not the World Cup. I'm sorry, the Stanley Cup. That was when they scored the overtime goal against the Rangers to advance to the Stanley Cup. Adam Henrique, still one of my favorite calls, one of my favorite sports calls of all time. Nope, 2012. 2012 that happened. They lost to the Kings, they were a dynasty at that time. The Kings had won. That was their first of back-to-back Stanley Cups. The next year they beat the New York Rangers, and the Devils didn't even make the playoffs. So, nice. All right, we take down LA. Oh wow, Judge had 2 home runs in that game? Dang. Oh, excuse me. Oh, looks like we made even more progress with the Phillies because I got their icon, their banner. I got Robin Roberts and their alternative icon. So made a lot more progress in the Phillies team affinity. I swear, I'm gonna make more progress. What? Oh, right. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I beat the Dodgers, and that wasn't for their stronghold. That was just to take fans away from them. So stupid me, not paying attention. It sounds like my brother wants to order pizza, so I guess we're gonna have pizza tonight. Actually, our neighbor has season tickets to the Devils, so she goes, and I know this because my dad asked her, or she. I'm sorry, no, she saw me at a Devils game earlier last year, and she was like, she was talking to my dad one day, and she was like, "Did your son go to a game?" And he's like, "Yeah." He went, "Why?" And she's like, "Oh, because I saw him there and I wanted to say hi, but I didn't think it was him." So, 90-calorie soda? What's a can of soda got? Doesn't a can of soda have like 130 calories or something like that? You have to understand, I've given up soda for Lent. I gave up soda for Lent, so I haven't had soda for almost a month now. But then again, I never really check the labels on the can. Wow, Travis Hafner has not worked out for me either. He's yeah, but I don't really enjoy drinking now. What I enjoy drinking is water that has some flavored water mix in it. So like I'll take a bottle of water and then I'll take like the little mix, squeeze it into the bottle, put the cap back on, shake it, and then I'll drink it and it tastes like juice pretty much. No calories added to it.
Off the plate, ball one.
It's actually really good. But if I'm in a bit of a pinch and I come home, I do have my Powerades. Technically, I'm supposed to drink those after I get done with the gym, but sometimes I'll take one or I'll drink one just to get something cool. Does it not have sweeteners? I'm sure it does. That I think that's what it is, a sweetener. Because it makes the water taste much more tasty. I mean, I tell you what, if my parents introduced me to that instead of soda, I'd be drinking that. What I do is that I take the little packages that like Kool-Aid Zero or whatever, because my work has them, and I'll just put them in or I'll mix that into the water as well when I'm at work. But I am having because I don't like how bland it tastes. I need it sweetened for me. Think of it as like coffee. Okay? Not a lot of people can drink coffee, but if they sweeten it up a bit, then they can drink it. It's pretty much the same thing with water. At the end of the day, you're still drinking water.
Nope. Outside.
It's just you're adding a little sweetener to it so that it tastes better. Strike three, sit down. It's definitely healthier than soda is. I'll say that. So what? I mean, overall, my argument, Bubbles, here is that it's a healthier alternative to drinking soda. Because soda has the sugar, the carbon in it, the sweeteners, and all that. It has all that stuff in there, all the chemicals. Whereas water, it's still water. Yeah, you add a sweetener to it, but at the end of the day, it's still water. You're right. Just drinking water is the healthiest option. But if we're talking about alternative options, you know, drinking water with a sweetener healthier than drinking soda. Baby steps here. We're doing baby steps. Listen, the fact that I've been able to give up soda for a month or for a month and a half, you have to understand that's something that college me, high school me, even middle school me would never give up. I'd probably look at it right now, a younger version of me would look at it right now and say, that's absolutely crazy. I would never do that. But the older version of me now is like, yeah, no problem. Travis Hafner with the home run. Oh, you don't like it? See, I just drink regular water for my workout. And if I don't bring that, I'm usually bringing a Powerade Zero with me. But water is definitely my go-to. Just plain water is my go-to for a workout.
All one.
Okay, so that's like a little treat for you. I tell you, it's something that would also amaze the younger version of me is limiting myself to 2 cans of soda a day. I never thought I would get there, but yeah, I was able to get there. I think the turning point for me personally was when a former colleague of mine at college, he once was told everyone that he drank 6 Pepsis in a day, and I looked at him like, dude, how do you not have a heart attack? How did you not have a heart attack already? 6 sodas in one day is crazy. Like even for me, that was too much.
Ball, that's out. 1.
Okay, I reiterate. How does that how did that guy not have a heart attack already? But for me, that was a turning point. That was like, okay, I can't keep drinking
All 1.
3, 4 sodas a day. That's going to give me a heart attack. I need to start limiting myself. So, what's the best way I can limit myself? And when I first started out in my career, I I was like, if I drink soda in the morning when I get home, I'm not going to be able to sleep. I need this was before I started streaming, by the way. So I said, okay, maybe at breakfast I don't have a soda. Maybe I just have a soda at lunch and at dinner. Yeah, I don't know who would ever do such a thing like that. I don't know. I swear, I have Powerades and water bottles here on my floor. I need to pick them up and get them downstairs.
Inside, ball 1.
Okay, and where can I find those? Or what kind of brands do you recommend for that?
Hey!
You shouldn't be hooping. All right, you just have to know how far do you push yourself. Like first of all, if you're gonna drink, make sure you drink with people around you. Okay, don't go drink it alone. All right, you go drink it alone, you're setting yourself up to be taken advantage of or to do something stupid. So so go drinking with friends and make because they're going to watch over you and make sure you don't go beyond your limits. So, second thing, don't go beyond your limits. If you feel drunk, that's it. Go do whatever you need to do to wear it off. Go dance. You know, for me that worked. Go play video games. Go sleep. You know,
That's ball 2.
and the third thing too, once you're done, take an antacid and take an Advil or a Tylenol, whichever works better for you. Because you may have a hangover if that's the case. So that's my three best advice when it comes to drinking. Drink with people.
Ball 1.
Don't drink beyond your limits, and take an Advil and an acid afterwards. You do that, you're going to be fine. You're not going to get addicted to drinking the first time. I can tell you that I'm not addicted to drinking. The only time I drink is when I'm around family. And even then, it's more socially. Like, I'll do it with my sisters. Because they're going to watch over me and make sure that I don't do anything stupid.
That's a ball.
But I'm not addicted to drinking. And I've been drinking since college. It's not like a drug that you have for the first time and suddenly you're addicted to it. No, it's not like opioids or nicotine or stuff like that. No, it's alcohol. Okay, you don't get addicted to drinking that. The people that get addicted to drinking are the ones who are depressed in their life and believe that alcohol can help them ease away the pain. And the reality is, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't. Some kind of emotional pain cannot be cured with alcohol. Those are the kind of people who drink. You don't have one beer and then get addicted to it.
Ball one.
You only get addicted to it if you choose to to let the pain to ignore the pain and consume alcohol to ignore it. That's the only time you get addicted to it. Otherwise, you're not going to get addicted to it. I can assure you. I am a good example of it. And like I said, if you follow my 3 advice that I just gave you, you're going to be fine. And I would say I've gone well. I haven't gone completely. I haven't tried every single drink, but I've tasted a variety of drinks. Like I've done cocktails. I've tried beer. I've tried whiskey. I've tried wine. I've had shots. I've had moonshine. What else have I had? Have I done? I've definitely had shots before, but I forget what kind of alcohol that is. It's slipped my mind. I probably had liquor. I don't recall, but I probably had it. My point is, Hupin, you're not going to be addicted to drinking unless I mean I don't like to throw this unless out there, but unless your family has a history of of like drinking. You don't have any family members who have drank uh, a lot or have been alcoholics, have you? You don't have to say who it is. You could just say yes or no. If you don't have that, then I think you'll be fine. But that's usually my biggest concern. Okay, so then you'll be fine. You're not going to get addicted to drinking, especially if you don't have a family history of alcoholics. Wow, just got Soriano and already I'm up to tier 1. Ooh, we got 5 show packs. Nice. I'm talking from experience, Lupin. That's that I would never talk about this if I didn't feel like it would benefit you. Hold on. Yeah, I just needed to see where I was at with in the map because I couldn't see. I was blocking my way. Uh-oh. Of course. This might be my last game here if I can ever get into the game. There we go. We got into it. You know, I just I get it. People, I think the problem is we got so terrified. We got scared straight because of Dare telling us, "Oh, if you drink and drive, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna lose your life. You're gonna do this and that." And it's like, okay, that's a good idea. You know, make sure we're not drinking and driving, but we still can drink. You know, and think about what we have now that they didn't when they did the whole Dare program that they didn't have when that was going on, 3, 4 decades ago. They didn't have Ubers. I mean, sure, you could call a taxi, but cell phones weren't readily available back then. Very few had it, if at all. All right, we didn't have Uber or Lyft or anything like that. They didn't have it. We have it now. So now you don't have to, you're not going to drink and drive. You could just call an Uber. Some bars even say, hey, I'll call you an Uber. I see you're drinking. How about I call you an Uber or a Lyft and I get you home safely? Some bars even offer that as a service. I mean, if those guys really want to make money, they should be hanging out around bars. That's what they should be doing. And then they can get as many people as they want and charge, and they can make a ton of money, especially on a Friday or a Saturday night.
Ball. Did he go?
Is ever Will Smith over Cal Raleigh? Well, are they going to have Cal? Um, are they going to have him DH? I would have him DH if you're, or maybe they're giving Raleigh a bit of a break. Oh no! Strike three. Sit down. Darn it! Who's my second baseman? Torres? Oh, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because that ball's gone. So it would have been a 2-run homer by Seiya Suzuki. Schwarber? Okay.
Ball. He's out.
Oh, come on. Giancarlo Stanton, you gotta get faster.
Ball. Ball, ball.
Hey, a home run? Oh, wait a minute. They bring in Phil Maton. Is that who the closer is going to be for the Cubs? Is Maton?
To the right.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hee-haw.
I tried, but I didn't do that last night. Um last night I went to bed at
Ball.
10, something like that. My body resets, and that makes it difficult for Wednesday night because now I'm back into the normal sleep schedule instead of the overnight sleep schedule.
Ball.
It is. It is. And to to help get me through, I end up buying an energy drink that has 0 calories on it or 0 sugar, and that's what keeps me awake. At least until I get home, then I crash. I've been doing that for the last couple of weeks, but I want it to stop. So tonight I may just pull an all-nighter or try as best as I can. I don't know what you do for work, Bubbles, but whatever it is, you know, if you work during the daytime, just appreciate that because there are people who work during the nighttime and basically they can't, they have such a weird schedule.
That ball's foul.
And I'm not the only one who could tell you that. SB Champ is working nights and they said he has to do that just to get acclimated to the new workplace. So Carlos Beltran coming up clutch. And I got a new sorry. And I got a new trophy for coming up clutch in like that. So yay, new trophy. I think that's gone. Let's go, Aaron Judge. Yeah, so just I would stick to daytime. Stick to daytime, and they tell you, oh, we need you on the overnights. Be like, no, do not. For some people, that's fine, and I'm not here to ridicule those people. But for me, it's not fine. And the worst part about it is that it's Wednesday night to Sunday night, so I don't have a weekend other than today.
Ball.
Ooh, I'm probably going to get out here. Yeah. Oh, got another trophy out of that. Wow, so 2 trophies in one game. Because it's very hard to walk away from the salary that I currently make. And considering I'm in radio news, it's very difficult to get that kind of a job. Because I'm even surprised I have a job. You know, radio news is dying. I'm lucky that I'm even employed. And I recognize that. If I try to go anywhere else, I'm not getting the time off that I have. I'm not getting the salary that I have. And it's very difficult to walk away from that. Plus, I like the people that I work with. You know? I've hung out with a number of them outside of work. You know, before I went to the overnights.
That's a ball.
So it's easier said than done with that, Bubbles. Easier said than done. All right, what a comeback to um take down the Cubs after when it seemed unlikely, and getting a couple trophies out of it too. Yankees uniforms again, and we got who is that? Oh gosh. Bernie. Oh, that's Bernie Williams. Oh, so they kept him for any Yankee fan that is interested. They kept him. All right. Now I can make my way over to the Mariners. All right, good. I've set myself up to play the Mariners when I pick this back up tomorrow. But we got some packs to open up here. Starting with the Yankees uniforms. We'll save the ball and is a habit pack for later. Or not for later, but yeah, for later. First, we're going to go through the show packs. Ooh, definitely a lot more duplicates there. Angels and Rangers, so AL West on that one. Okay, a lot of new cards there. That's good. All right, last show pack. A gold. Jeremiah Estrada. All right, I'll take that. Now let's see if the ball in his habit pack can yield me anything. Nope, another gold. Well, Benny Pasquantino. Oh, that's all the packs that I had. I kind of want to see my progress in the Yankees and the Phillies because I made some pretty good progress here. Like a lot more than I thought. It's like, and now I'm wondering if it's gonna if I'm gonna get these programs done before I even get the Mets done. I'm very close to Andy Pettitte. In fact, doing the two moments would actually get me 10,000 away from Pettitte. But I'm gonna hold off. No need to rush into this for right now. We're making our way slowly. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you could follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So this is great. Not only did we get the St. Patrick's Day program done, but we're also making some pretty good progress on the World Baseball Classic Conquest map, and that's going to be huge for when as I grind the World Baseball Classic content, you know. And obviously tomorrow or later tonight, the World Baseball Classic finals program is going to come out. So I'm probably going to focus on that as well as focus on trying to get more World Baseball Classic content. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night and go USA.